Hi, my name is PeeJ. Let me not waste your time. Today I'll be showing you how to make these particles in DaVinci Resolve. First thing we're going to do is grab a Fusion composition from our effects library and extend it to around 4 seconds long, and then go into Fusion. In order to set up our particles, what we're going to do is hit Shift Space and add a P emitter, P friction, and a P render. I'm going to take the P friction off for now. Then we're going to go into the P emitter and change the numbers for the particles from 10 to 15, then increase the velocity a bit so you can see the particles moving to the right. Next thing we're going to do is go to the region tab and change the region from circle to rectangle and increase the height to the top of the screen, and then we will take this box and bring it to the left off screen so the particles will spawn and they will go onto the right side of the screen. The next thing I'm going to do is add an erode dilate node. After the P render, I will change the filter from box to circle and raise it up so we can see the particles better. The thing I'm going to change is I'm going to increase the time when the particles are spawning. So I'm going to go to the P render, go to the global in and out, change it to about a -40 to a -120 depending on what you want, and then you have to go back to the P emitter and make sure that your lifespan is above about 200 so the particles will last the whole time. Now I'm going to add color variance to our particles. So I'm going to go to the P emitter, I'm going to go to the style tab, I'm going to go to color controls, color variance. I'm going to make this blue, so I'm going to just increase this one all the way to blue so you can see the particles a little bit more blue. And I believe if we do this like this and like this, we should have more blue particles. Next thing I'm going to do is add the directional blur node. I'm going to increase the length to the left and turn up the glow to 10. At this point, if you want to change the spread of the particles, just increase the velocity, or if you want to turn down the size, then turn down the erode dilate. But now we're going to add the animation at the end. Add the friction between the P emitter and the P render. Have the value start at 0, and then when you want the particles to stop moving, then you keyframe it and then keyframe it again to a value that is higher than the velocity that you put it at, so the particles will stop moving. Now, depending on the animation that you have, we're going to keyframe the directional blur so it looks like when the particles start to slow down that the line starts to get shorter. Next, right in front of the directional blur, we're going to add a soft glow node. Now we're going to turn down the blend so it's not that intense. We're going to grab a background node and merge it with our particles. We're going to change this type from solid color to gradient, the gradient type to radial, and then position the circle in the middle of the screen and the end of the gradient to the top right corner. We're going to copy and paste the background and move a copy to the front end of the composition. With the first background, I'm going to change the color to have a light blue circle in the middle and a dark blue on the outside. Now after the merge node, we're going to add a displace node. Then we're going to connect our copied background to the green input of the displace. Then we're going to go into the displace, change the offset to a -0.5, and then turn the refraction up to what we like. And the last thing we're going to add is the transform node. We're going to size it up to about 1.1 to get rid of this little edge that messes up with the particles. If you have any more questions or suggestions on what I should do in the future, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you'd like to join the Resolve AMV community Discord, there's a link in the description of my own server if you'd like to join. And with that, subscribe and have a good day.